think that it is some just, some tissue or anything. The placenta actually acts like an organ, like how we have different organs in our body. So same way the placenta acts like an organ, and it connects the fetus with the uterine wall. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Hmm. So the placenta acts like an organ which connects, always remember this one particular thing, that it connects the fetus, because some sort of connection has to be established, isn't it?
Yes,
Because,
ma'am.
like, how will the placenta or the fetus get the nutrition and everything, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Hmm. Now, another thing is that this placenta, it contains both maternal as well as fetal parts. But always remember that the mixing of maternal blood and the fetal blood will never take place. Okay, there will be no mixing of the blood. It will be,
That's why even if it's an opposite of the blood,
hmm,
they won't mix. Is that it?
yeah. So
Okay.
always remember that the blood should never mix. If it will mix, then both of them will die, the mother and the fetus. So it like provides a situation wherein the blood will never mix. Now, talking about the this thing.
Ma'am, but like if you're eating food and then the nutrients, what if something goes wrong?
Hmm.
Like, what if the some liquid or anything the mother has fed has without knowingly has passed to the child, it won't have any side effects.
Without knowing what? Hmm?
In a sense, by mistake, it's like with the flow, by
Yeah,
mistake
yeah.
it went.
Listen. Like whenever a female has a fetus inside, so she has to watch whatever she is eating. Okay, she cannot just eat anything. For example, she cannot eat pineapples because pineapples are protein, like they have protein destroying enzymes. So of course it will reach to the fetus. Anything that the mother will eat will pass from the mother to the fetus with the help of the placenta.
Okay.
Okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So that is why the mother has to watch out whatever she's putting in her mouth, because it will directly, not indirectly, directly affect the placenta. That is why it is prohibited to drink alcohol during pregnancy, because that causes deformity in the fetus. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Hmm. Now let us see what are the functions of placenta. So first of all, it acts like an ultra filter. It acts like an ultra filter, first of all. Okay. Now, what does it do is that it transports, okay. See, let us see what all are the things that it transports. So it transports, now let us see. The first one would be inorganic materials, meaning all sorts of vitamins and calcium and everything. Okay, so inorganic material. Then it will transfer organic material. Apart from that, it will also transfer vitamins, or you can say nutrients, all sorts of nutrients, hormones. Okay, nutrients, hormones, antibodies. Do you know what are antibodies?
Yes, ma'am.
What are they? Tell me.
In the sense that prevent something bad from happening.
Listen, speak clearly.
In the sense, like,
What is the function of antibodies? It fights
uh,
the diseases. Okay.
oh, okay.
What were you thinking?
No, I thought it pro-
It
something
protects what?
which no, like something that avoids a particular thing. Like,
No, no. Antibodies, they are responsible for fighting off the diseases. Okay.
yes, ma'am.
Hmm. So these are the functions. Okay. So it would transport inorganic materials, organic materials, nutrients, hormones, antibodies, now from the mother to the fetus. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
After that, there is another thing is this placenta. It also acts like an endocrine gland. Do you know what is an endocrine gland?
Endo?
Endocrine gland. Do you have any idea about it?
Mm.
No?
Endocrine. I've heard of it, but then I don't remember now.
Okay. See, the placenta acts like an endocrine gland, meaning endocrine gland are those glands that secretes hormone.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So it acts like a hormone secreting gland and it secretes hormones such as hormones now this hormone is so important. It is very important. This is human chorionic. This is the name of the hormone. Okay. So human chorionic gonadotropin. Human chorionic gonadotropin. This is HCG. This is how you write it. Okay, so it secretes this hormone. Then there is another hormone which is only secreted during the pregnancy. This is placental human placental lactogen. This is H capital P capital L. So these are the two hormones. Okay. Also, do you know that this HCG which is secreted, now this would stimulate the corpus luteum to secrete more and more progesterone. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Hmm. So we can write that D H. You're getting what I'm like trying to explain you right now?
Yes, ma'am.
Hmm. Do you remember corpus luteum?
Yes, ma'am.
Sure.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. How the corpus luteum was formed?
It was formed. Uh, How it was formed?
Tell me what is corpus luteum?
It's a function where function in the female part of the body where it produces hormones.
Okay. Which hormone?
I mean, like,
See, when I ask you, like, do you know this? Or you understand this word? And if you say yes, so be prepared that I will ask you what is it.
no, I
Okay.
prepared it. I knew it.
Yeah, so
Like,
just push a little, like push your brain a little to remember it because this I have taught very recently. Try to recall
yes,
and
ma'am.
then answer.
Something secretion is there, but then I.
Yeah, secretion is there. This corpus luteum secretes something. But first of all, you'll have to tell me how is it formed? Like from where is the corpus luteum coming from? Then only you'll tell me what it performs. Right?
From the follicle.
Mm-hmm.
I-
You're on the right path. Think a little more, answer right.
the stages of phases where they know secondary phase follicle in that
Yeah, the phases of oogenesis, right?
oogenesis. Yes, ma'am. In that corpus is responsible for some secretion of
First of all, you
uh,
tell me the corpus luteum, is it formed after the ovum is released or before the ovum is released?
after the ovum is released.
Correct. Now you tell me.
Mm.
Hmm. Say,
Uh, secretion of
see,
some.
yes, yes, secretion, secretion, secretion. Yes, it secretes. But I'm not asking you what it does. I'm asking you how is it formed?
How is it formed? In the sense, uh,
You said that it is formed after ovulation has been done, isn't it?
yeah, this the graphene follicle turns into
Very
corpus.
good. Finally, yes. What took you so long to answer
But
this
then
question?
I did say your follicle turns into. Didn't I say that?
No, see, if you say follicle, no one will give you marks because that doesn't make sense. You have to mention which follicle because secondary follicles are also there, primary follicles are also there, Graafian follicle is also a follicle. So which one? So don't you think your answer was incomplete?
Yes, ma'am, one word.
Hmm. And what is the function? Now let's come on to the function.
Function is the problem. I-
It secretes. I know, don't say that. Okay, it secretes. I am saying that for you. Now you tell me what does it secrete?
Something that is essential for the pregnancy.
Hmm. What is essential for the pregnancy?
Everything else is coming first.
Progesterone, the hormone progesterone. Okay.
Yes, yes, ma'am.
Hmm. Now, what is the function of this HCG? Now, do you know that during like the people when they go for pregnancy test, okay, like the at-home pregnancy test, so urine is used.
Yes, ma'am.
How does it indicate? See, the urine of a pregnant female would contain this hormone in much higher quantity, human chorionic gonadotropin. And since this is indicated, then it means that the female is pregnant. Okay, is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, do you know for how many, like, what is the time period for human pregnancy? It lasts for about
9 months.
9 months. And this 9 months, this period of time, what is it known as? Any idea?
Mm, no,
No?
ma'am.
Okay.
Ah,
No, no, no. This is not.
okay. That is not. That's not the.
No, that's not the term. See,
That-
the term that I was looking for is that the duration of human pregnancy, which is 9 months. So this is known as gestation period. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
So duration, the average duration of human pregnancy, the average duration of human pregnancy is about is about 9 months. Okay, it's about 9 months. Or we can also say that it's about 38 weeks in total, isn't it?
Yes, ma'am.
38 weeks. Or you can also say that it is 266 days in totality. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. And the average duration is called as gestation period. What is it called as?
Gestation period.
Yes, gestation period.
So, what about the kids who are born like 8 months before or 7 months before, ma'am?
Yeah, that also happens. But still, we are talking about average. We're not talking about extreme cases. Sometimes in some females, it can last more than 9 months also, meaning even surpass 9 months. Not 10, but much more than that. Like if 38 weeks, maybe 39 weeks. Okay, so that can happen. But that is the extreme cases. We are talking about the average case. Got it?
Yes, ma'am.
Hmm. Now just give me 1 second, okay? Okay, are you able to see the screen? Is the screen visible? Hmm? Hello,
Yes, ma'am.
the screen is visible?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And see, apart from all these hormones, meaning the three hormones, the first one is human chorionic gonadotropin, then human placental lactogen, relaxin. There are few more hormones such as estrogen. Okay, this hormone is also secreted by placenta. Okay, estrogen is there. Then, okay, human placental and relaxin. Okay, so you can add estrogen, also progesterone. Okay, these are the
Yes.
hormones which are secreted by the placenta. Now, what will happen is that, see, and this hormone that I said, relaxin, okay,
Yes, ma'am.
this hormone, yes, it is secreted by the placenta, but like it is secreted in the later phase, meaning when the development is completed, then this is secreted, okay, so that the baby can be born. So at the birth time, it is secreted. And another thing to remember over here that the HCG, the HPL, and relaxin. These three hormones will only be secreted by pregnant females. Okay, or
Yes,
only
ma'am.
be present in pregnant females, and no other females would have all these hormones. Got it?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now, always remember that during the time of pregnancy, the level of hormones in the female it increases a lot. Okay,
Yes, ma'am.
and why? Because it is very much required during the pregnancy time. Okay, so that it can be properly, like the fetus can properly develop, the fetus can properly grow. Okay,
Yes, ma'am.
all right. But before this, before writing this, I'm putting a star over here. There is something that is left. That is the development. Okay, see what happens. Like as soon as the implantation takes place. First of all, tell me what is implantation? Implant.
The embedding
Hmm.
embedding of blastomas in the Uterus is
Okay.
called
Yes,
implantation.
exactly. So this is like as soon as the implantation takes place, then do you remember the inner cell mass? Trophoblast layer was there, inner cell mass was
Yes,
there.
ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
So as soon as the implantation takes place, that inner cell mass which was there, okay, the inner cell mass would start developing layers, okay, because now it has to develop the fetus, right? So the inner cell mass starts developing layers. Now what are these layers? So it develops three layers. The first one is known as outer ectoderm, okay, meaning the layer present on the outside is the ectoderm. Then the second is middle middle mesoderm. Okay, the layer in the middle is the mesoderm. And the last one is the inner. What do you think would the name be? Can you guess?
Endoderm.
Correct. The inner will be endoderm. Okay. So ecto, endo, mesoderm. Now what is the function? See, these three layers, they are responsible for the formation of organs. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So we can say that these three layers and all together they are known as germ layers. Okay, germ layers. Okay, so these three layers give rise to all the organs. So from all the organs would be developing from these layers. For example, the heart. The heart is the first organ to develop. Okay, whenever the fetus is being formed, the first thing that will, as a you can say the first organ to be developed would be the heart. But if that is the case, then it would develop from mesoderm. Okay. Same
Yes,
way,
ma'am.
there are different organs that would be developing from different layer of these. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So these layers, what are they responsible for? They are responsible for the formation of organs. Okay. This much is clear.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Now, have you ever heard about stem cells? People say that we should preserve stem cells. Have you ever heard?
No, ma'am.
No? Okay. See, what happens is that the inner cell mass, they have some different types of cells that are known as stem cells. Okay, these cells have the, you can say, ability to give rise to many tissues and organs. Okay, so that is why it is very much advised that the females who are pregnant should preserve her stem cells. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Mhm. So we can say that the inner cell mass a, contains a special type of cell called as stem cell. Okay. Now, what is so special about it? So you can say that these stem cells have the ability, have the ability to give rise to all the tissues and organs. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So this is their function. So that is why it is usually, advised to preserve the stem cells. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Any doubts up till now?
No, ma'am.
All right. Now coming on, see when you're noting it down now, take this part. Okay, let me try to copy it. I think I can copy it. There is a way. I don't know. Anyway, I just wanted to copy this part and put it. Okay, I think I can copy it. Oops. I don't think I can copy it. Anyway, when you're noting it down, don't write this part. Okay. We'll write this part now, meaning after all these things have been discussed. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
So I'm just dragging it down. Now we'll write it. Now, so we have talked about the gestation period, right? Now let us talk more about it. Now see, there are gestation period of different animals also mentioned. Like for example, the gestation period for various animals. For various animals, such as the first one, let us talk about let's just say dog. Okay. So dog has a gestation period of 60 to 65 days. Then talking about elephant, elephants have a really long gestation period. Talking about elephants, they would have a gestation period of 607 to 641 days. Just imagine. Also, cats. The cat would have a gestation period of 52 to 65 days. Okay, like how us humans we have 266 days, right? So these
Yes, ma'am.
organisms would have all of these. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Hmm. Now after that, what we need to know is that mm, what is formed. Okay. See, so after 1 month of pregnancy, after 1 month of pregnancy, what is formed? The heart is formed. Okay, we can say that embryo's heart is formed. Okay, the first thing. Then later on, what will happen is that slowly, all of the organs would start developing, isn't it? Now,
Yes, ma'am.
the 9 months gestation, okay, it is divided into three trimesters. Okay, first trimester, like how semester we have, isn't it?
Yes,
Same way,
ma'am.
they have trimester. Talking about the trimester, so we have first trimester, second trimester, and third trimester. Meaning 3 months here, okay, meaning 1 to 3 months here, then 4 to 6 months here, and then 7 to 9 months. Okay, this is how we would divide. Got it? So one
Yes,
to
ma'am.
like first to third month period will be known as the first trimester. Fourth to 6 month period will be known as the second trimester, and the 7 to 9 months period would be known as the third trimester. Got it?
Yes, ma'am.
Mhm. Now, what happens is like how would we notice like the fetus is healthy? So the first sign of growing fetus, it is listened by heart sound with the help of stethoscope. Okay, so you can say the first sign of a growing fetus is heartbeat. If the heart is beating, meaning the fetus is properly formed, right? So it is listened with the help of a stethoscope. Okay. Any doubts up till now?
No.
Okay. Now when the first trimester is over, okay, at that time, meaning by the end of first trimester, most of the major organ systems are formed. Okay, now we are seeing how the embryo forms and everything. So by the end of first trimester, first trimester means how many days or how many months?
1 to 3.
Like if I say that the first trimester is completed, so how many months are completed?
3 months are completed.
Hmm. So by the end of first trimester, what happens is that most of the major organ systems are formed. Now, what are those major organ systems? So we'll write example. We have the limbs. Limbs, you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
What are limbs?
Legs and hands.
Hmm. Again, why did you have to say it in such a low voice? Now see, the limbs are made, both legs and hands are made. Okay, forelimb, hind limb, right? And then the external genitals are also developed, well developed. So meaning after 3 months, we can actually see or find out the sex of the baby. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Hmm. Now then what happens? The first movement. Okay. The first, you can say the, another thing is that by the end of second month, meaning before third trimester is over, by the end of the second month of pregnancy, by the end of the second month, what is seen? Like the digits. Do you see those, like our fingers have digits? Like we have linings in our fingers, which with the help of
Yes,
which
ma'am.
we count. So
Yes,
like
ma'am.
you can bend your fingers, right? Fold your fingers. So those are known as digits. So digits are also formed. Okay. Limbs and digits are formed. This much is clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now what will happen is that the first movement, now you might have heard like people saying that baby is kicking and everything. So the first movement of the fetus and the appearance of hair on the head of the fetus, it is observed by the fifth month. So by the fifth month, if I say fifth month, so in which trimester are we?
Second trimester.
Second trimester. So by the fifth month, the first movement, the first movement of the fetus is observed. Okay, and hair is also formed, and hair is also formed on the head of the fetus. Okay,
Yes.
much is clear.
Yes, ma'am.
Hmm. Now, when, or you can say by the end of the second trimester, by the end of second trimester, meaning the 6 months are completed, right? So by the end of second trimester, what happens is that the body is covered with fine hair. Body of the fetus is covered with fine hair. We all have hair on our body, isn't it?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So the body of the fetus gets like fine hair all over the body. So, and apart from that, the eyelids, they were closed first of all. Okay, now the eyelids separate by the end of the 6 month. The eyelids would separate, the eyelashes are formed. The eyelashes are formed by the end of 6 months. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Hmm. Now, by the end of third trimester, by the end of the third trimester, the fetus is fully developed. Fully developed, and now it is ready for delivery. And ready for delivery. Any doubts up till now?
No.
All right. Now you can note down. Then we move forward.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, in the sense only be present in pregnant females. In the sense, if you're not pregnant, you those things won't be present, right? No.
Yeah, only these three hormones will not be there. These will be there, but these will not be there. Okay?
Then after, what about after pregnancy?
Then it's gone, no more present.
Okay, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Just give me 1 second, okay? I'm coming back. Okay, so this part is done.
Yes, ma'am.
Should I
Ma'am,
scroll upwards?
yes, ma'am. That two lines I had to write now.
Hmm.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, can we stop